All right, all right. All right, test, 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 test. Perfect. Sounds like we are live here. Now let me just get on over to the correct screen. And perfect. Well, welcome everybody to our Week 9 Tri-State Football Plays of the Week with myself, Sam Reed. Hope everybody is having a wonderful week and a wonderful Friday watching some high school football tonight. I know there were some better games that we've been seeing in the past couple of weeks. I think we had a couple standoffs between some teams and some showdowns and much closer games. A lot better than the blowouts than we've been covering recently. So yeah, we'll go on ahead and jump into these and look and see what we're working with this week and what kind of plays I was able to capture, of course, and what we were able to go on ahead and take a look at. So first being first, we'll jump into the Saint Xavier game versus Saint Ignatius. So let's get it kicked off here, starting off with a Daniel Vollmer receiving touchdown. That'll be his first of the night. Saint X will go up actually 10-0. They'll get a field goal that I missed, unfortunately. But Vollmer gonna get in once more here to make it 17-0. Saint Ignatius, though, not gonna let Saint X get away with this. Jake Bobinski gonna get in the end zone there, make it 17-7. But Vollmer gets in once more for his third touchdown of the night. 24-7 Saint X. Saint Ignatius not letting them get away just yet there. That's Owen Caldwell getting in to make it 24-13. The PAT will be no good. Here we're going to have honorable mention because who is it? Once again, Daniel Vollmer, his fourth touchdown of the night. Had to give that an honorable mention there. Just an amazing game from him. Absolutely dominant. He'll score, as you'll see. The only 4 touchdowns that St. X scored tonight were Daniel Vollmer touchdowns. So just a great performance from him. And then another honorable mention here. St. Ignatius trying to make a play to get back into this ball game. Trey Haddad, a 73-yard touchdown there. Had to throw him, his flowers there. That's a great catch and run for the touchdown there. So, yeah. But unfortunately for St. Ignatius, it would be too little, too late there, and St. X will come out with this win tonight, 31-19 tonight. So, congrats to St. X there for getting the job done there. But moving on to the Dixie Heights versus Scott game, and we're gonna have another honorable mention here. Opening kickoff. I want to say Dixie Heights was one of the teams that returned the opening kickoff last week. I'm not 100% sure, so people go fact check me if you will there. But oh my gosh, another opening kickoff taken back 85 yards to the house. This is David Anderson here and just blows by everybody here. I mean, what a return. Not a whole lot of cuts or anything, but just the speed, the raw speed. Scott was clearly not ready for the return there. So, yeah, Dixie Heights will go up 7-0. And then I do want to say I missed I guess the broadcast kind of had some issues here during the second touchdown. So Dixie Heights does score once again. I'm not sure who it was, but they do score there. They're up 14-0 at this point. And then to go up here for their third touchdown of the game here, this is Mason Fields to J.J. Krieger, 41-yard touchdown. They'll go up 20-0. And then here we go. Another David Anderson touchdown gets his second of the game, this time on the ground and not on a kickoff return there. So they'll go up 28-0. Scott trying to make their way back into this game, and I'll give it an honorable mention here. This is a great run, 50 yards to the house, Jordan Hardy, and I think if I remember correctly, I don't know if you can tell from the video here, but I think he's right. Yeah, he's wearing number 83, so I'm pretty sure he's a receiver getting it done out of the backfield. Great run there from Jordan Hardy to put Scott on the board for the first time tonight. Makes it 28-7, but Dixie right here just finds a wide open wide receiver there. Mason Fields obviously sees it. I mean, no decision to be made there. Obviously going right there for that touchdown. And then I think this is Armani Gregg gets into the end zone. Just a beat down here, makes it 42-7. And then this is Max Neal, makes it 48-7. Braden Innes from Scott will punch it in here at the end, but obviously way too little, way too late there. Dixie Heights going to come out with that win 48-14 tonight. Just dominant from Dixie Heights, and that's a huge win for them going into near the end of the season, of course. But yeah, moving on to the rivalry game, Lakota West, Lakota East, and Sam Wiles going to get it kicked off for us here tonight with a touchdown up the middle. Looks like this is about 30 yards or so, but Lakota East answers right back. JT Kitna finds Carter Jones there in the back of the end zone to make it a tie ball game, 7-7 here, but Wiles will strike back. He's going to find Tyson Davis for a touchdown to take the lead again. 14-7, Lakota West. And then they're going to, go on ahead, keep that foot on the pedal there, make it a 21-7 ball game. I think that was, who was that? That was Braden Johnson, I think, there on the rush here. So yeah, Lakota West going to go up 21-7 here in the second quarter, but Lakota East, not done yet, not out of this. JT Kitna going to find Jaden Shea across the middle for a nice grab. Jaden Shea breaks the tackle, makes it 21-7 there. Sorry, 21-14. Lakota East closing that gap, but West just, like I said, not taking their foot off that gas pedal, and they're going to go up 28-14. The graphics wrong there. There we go. Lakota West goes up 28-14, and that was a Kenyon Norman touchdown, his first of the night there. So yeah, Lakota West up, but like I said, Lakota East not going to let them get out of this game just yet, at least in this first half. And we're going to have an honorable mention. Zion Neal takes this screen about 60 yards, doesn't get in the end zone, but a great run, great move there from him, and of course, great making the easy catch. Of course, that's not always easy, but Ryder Hook's going to finish it off on that drive. Makes it a one-score ball game once again. We had a big shootout. This was a shootout in the first half. Obviously, it's a one-score game. Like I said, 28-21, anyone's ball game really. But Lakota West will come out on their first drive here. Sam Wiles will get his second rushing touchdown of the game. He gets it done on the ground and in the air. And that's just what he's been doing this whole year. But Kenyon Norman here, going to get an honorable mention. Great run, not super long or anything like that. I think this is from like the 20-yard line or so. Yeah, it looks like about the 20-yard line, but just great cuts in between two defenders, breaks a tackle, shakes another one off, jukes that guy off, and then gets in the end zone. So I had to throw him an honorable mention there for the play of the week. But yeah, Lakota West going to get the job done in this rivalry game. 42-24 against East tonight for that. But moving on to the Highlands versus Connor game. And actually, I do want to say before we get to this here, obviously you kind of just saw it, but the live stream was again being kind of iffy. I had a couple issues with some of the live stream viewing experiences tonight. So it was a little bit iffy there, but I missed the Connor opening touchdown. I think that was Wyatt Hatfield had a big touchdown, like 60-yarder or something like that. So apologies for missing that, of course, but Connor is up 7-0 at this point. And then obviously they're going to answer here. Devin James, Highlands will get into the end zone, makes it a tie ball game. And then I think they go right back to him. Yes, they do. Devin James gets in the end zone, makes it 14-7 here. And then Highlands is, they're just kind of taking off here. Rio Littmer going to find Jackson Arnold on the quick slant there to go up 21-7. Jackson Arnold going to find, I believe this is Lorenzen here, Tayden Lorenzen on the screen, goes up 28-7. And then we've got an honorable mention here. Rio Littmer finding Jackson Arnold again. Great grab there by Arnold. I'll go back and run that back one more time here. Great ball from Rio Littmer. Obviously a little underthrown, but you don't want to huck it out the back of the end zone. Obviously there. Honestly, it's kind of on the money now that I'm watching it again. I don't know. He maybe came back a little, but great ball out of the defender's reach and great grab there from Jackson Arnold. But I did want to give this the play of the week. Look at this run here. This is actually Wyatt Hatfield, his second touchdown of the game. Dude, just weaving and bobbing through defenders there. I'll run that back for you guys, of course, but heads to the left initially, shakes a tackle, breaks another tackle, makes the cut, finds the green grass, and just gets all the way down to the right side of the field into the end zone there. Wyatt Hatfield, he's a baller, man, for sure. But here we go. It's 35-14. Let's keep in mind here. It's 35-14 after this play from Wyatt Hatfield. And then they drive down again. We're still in the third quarter at this point. They drive all the way down to the Highlands goal line. And then, unfortunately for Connor, they fumble this right here directly into a Highlands defender's hand. And I mean, he's going to take it all the way back down to the 40. And then they're able to just milk that clock, chew that clock down. Rio Limmer's going to find Hayden Lorenzen there once more and just make the statement. Stops the comeback. That's got to be heartbreaking for Connor. Definitely a huge momentum stopper, obviously. Sucks for them, but yeah, I mean, kudos to Highlands tonight. They really did their thing and stepped up when it mattered there. So Rio Limmer, I think I had 4 passing touchdowns there in that game. So a job well done for him for sure. But moving on to Elder, and I believe this is Elder playing Bishop Chattard. I don't know how to say that, but yeah, Elder took on them tonight, and we're gonna kick it off here with a Caden Estep touchdown run, gets in the end zone. This was when was this? Was this even in the first half? I know it was really defensive. Okay, so it was at the end of the first half there. Minute 13 left on the clock, but he's going to scramble out to the left and pop his way into the end zone there. Nice little run. And then Joey Thaman in the third quarter comes out in the second half. Direct snap up the middle there. Will make it a 14-0 ball game. And Elder will come out with the win there, 14-0. No more points will be scored in that game. Elder comes out with the win, 14-0. And then moving on to the last game of the night here, I do, before we look through these footage or these clips, want to give a shout out to Colton Smith, a Northern Kentucky alum that was posting at this game, and I was able to kind of take the clips from his scoring, everything that he captured there of scoring plays and throw it together here. So shout out to him on Twitter. Really appreciate that, of course, and able to retweet your stuff, of course, on Tri-State Football's account. But we're going to get this game kicked off here, and that is an interception to start the ball game. Who is this? This was Tyler Johnson Huff picking it off here for Wyoming. Yeah, I forgot to say, this is Wyoming versus Indian Hill tonight in this game. But yeah, picking it off to start the game for a Wyoming interception. They're going to go on to score off of this with a Billy Lyons touchdown catch over the middle. Makes it 7-0 there for Wyoming. And then Wyoming going to strike once more. Jackson Hamilton going to get in the end zone. This makes it a 14-0 ball game. But this is not deja vu. Jackson Hamilton getting in once more for his second touchdown of the night. They'll miss the PAT. They'll go up 23-0 here. But Indian Hill kind of starts doing their thing and making a comeback. It proves to be too little too late here, but Devlin Daniel going to get in the end zone. I think these are both in the fourth quarter here. And then George Vollmer on the reverse sweep going to get in here in the end zone. That'll make it a 23-13 ball game, but unfortunately for Indian Hill, that will be the end of the ball game there. Wyoming comes out with the win there tonight, 23-13. So, yeah, congrats to Wyoming there on that game. And then other games we had tonight, I'll go through a couple of them. We had a lot of live streams, so can't complain there. But there were obviously a couple that we weren't able to view. First being a really big matchup between Anderson and Winton Woods. I think they're like 4-5 or 5-4, whatever the order may be. Anderson came out with the win tonight. Finally cracked that Winton Woods defense. They've been stellar all year. Both teams were undefeated going into this game. But Anderson comes out on top 31-17 against Winton Woods, and they'll improve to 9-0. So congrats to Anderson in that ball game. And then we've got Princeton versus Middletown, number 7 versus number 21. Princeton will come out with the W in this game, 13-7. Yeah, 13-7. So a defensive showdown between those two schools. Middletown sounds like they looked good. I mean, they've been struggling a little bit, but I know that they're still a good ball club, and for sure they definitely gave Princeton a run for their money tonight. Princeton's a good squad as well. But yeah, Princeton will come out with the win 13-7. And then we've got Covington Catholic. I mean, just doing their thing. They played Harrison County tonight, and they won 56-6. So that was not close. That was a blowout, pretty similar to what we've been dealing with recently. But yeah, Covington Catholic going to get it done. And then last off, of course, the Blitz 5 game of the week, West Claremont versus Loveland. And obviously, I can't really, I'm not exactly sure how this game went down. I just look at the final score at the end. But West Claremont wins this game 21-17 on senior night. Sounds like it was a close one that came down to the very end there. I think there was a last second or last couple minutes touchdown from West Claremont. So yeah, congrats to West Claremont for winning the Blitz 5 game of the week this week against Loveland. Um, huge win for them, obviously at home there on their own senior night. So that's great for them. But yeah, those are all the games we've got for this week, and hope you enjoyed the plays of the week that we were able to show you. Of course, always want to shout out the broadcast studios and the casters that are casting the games that I'm able to watch and the live streams, of course. So shout out to the broadcast crews. Really appreciate you. Shout out to journalists that are at these games on Twitter and tweeting about the games, tweeting updates, of course. Definitely use those to stay in the know and stay updated, as those are crucial for what we do here at Tri-State Football. So appreciate you guys. And of course, shout out to the viewers. If you're in the live chat or in the live viewing list tonight, appreciate you, of course. And then, of course, appreciate all the viewers in the coming days, whether that be on YouTube, Twitch VOD, Facebook. Appreciate all of you guys. Be sure to subscribe, like, follow, whatever you'd like to do to support us. We appreciate all of that. And yeah, so thank you to everybody and everybody that I mentioned, and congrats to all the teams that won tonight. And yeah, that'll be all for me, myself, Sam Reed with Tri-State Football. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.